Hello everyone, GoldenHawk here, Archpriestess of the House of Life and creator of Ancient Powers in the Cemetery. I know this is a very strange time to come on, just pop on a few minutes after 7, whatever, but I just really wanted to talk today about this vibration piece I keep finding all over the place. I went into a course actually a while ago and people were all about vibration. You've got to raise your vibration. And at the level I'm at, I know that vibration isn't in it all. I think that in 2004, the vibratory piece became pretty well understood that vibration is going to get you higher into what people are calling the matrix right now. Higher and higher. Whatever you're focusing on, that you don't have old programming that's really against, is it's going to bring you higher into that. Yay. But it doesn't give you clarity. It doesn't open you to your own true discernment. Absolutely does not open up discernment. And it's really about resonance. It's about what you resonate with, and going higher in vibration puts some people so badly in dissonance, they start having car accidents. Their computers blow up. Their electronics don't work. I don't know. Maybe they fly into the face of a hurricane. But it's really not vibration. I work with my stones for vibratory rates. The vibration of the stone has to be put into resonance, and only through clarity in my own fields can I understand what that resonance is. Do I know how to adjust this? We really don't want to get higher in vibration. We need to become multidimensional. We need to become effective creators with clarity here. Obviously, getting rich like Donald Trump really doesn't serve anyone, especially not the earth. I mean, are we raising a vibration to blow the planet up? I just am like, oh my God. And people are teaching this. People are teaching power of abundance and keeping vibrations up with power of abundance. Is abundance money? And is abundance going to fix everything? Abundance comes with clarity. Abundance comes with discernment. Abundance comes with resonance. And the abundance comes in multiple levels. Clarity, clearing yourself out so that you can hear the true inner voice of discernment, aligning yourself with that, and clearing with what doesn't resonate. And if you're resonating with something that is dissonant to what you want, you're resonating to sorrow, and you don't want sorrow, because we can resonate to those things. We have to move in for greater clarity. We have to go into our discernment. And we need to find a system that works well for us. There are almost no systems out there that do work. I was lucky enough to study with some fabulous Yaqui sorcerers, but they weren't in resonance for our moving in to the photon belt. 18 years of Carlos Castaneda work, more, 29 years or so, working with the Jane Roberts and Seth pieces. I've woven so much into this, and my guides are not 4D caught in the loop false creator gods or angelic presences who are fallen because the angels fell. If they're in connection with the earth, they're fallen. They're trapped. Great beings, wonderful beings, they'll help, they'll guide, but they can't get you out of the nexus or the matrix. Either one. They can't move you through that gateway. They can't clear that nexus. And they cannot get you out of what's being called the matrix. And that's the quantum probability field. They can't get you out of the probability field. That's where they exist. And vibrations moving up with dissonance happening all over the place. Oh, I'm getting money, or some people even do a few things on relationships. Oh, my relationship with this person or that person is better, and my vibration's way up, but bam, hit a wall. And that's a cataclysmic piece. It's actually in the subconscious mind. It will continue to manifest until you move into it. I'm hearing people doing shadow work, shadow work. We have a shadow body. We need our shadow body. This universe is made of darkness and light. It's riding a wave of chaos to order, and your perception, that's what creates the map. So where are you going? Your perception was created by your ancestors, by their cultures. Your perception was made and dialed into by the social structures. It was really great to have a large home back in, oh God, hundreds of years back. We can end it, that large home piece in the 1930s, the Depression, the 1940s, the warrior, the nuclear family mindset ended. Have a large home, have several generations there, have your children being cared for and taught by the people you want to have caring for them and teaching them, and said go pay a complete stranger to take care of your children. Really? Not good. Go out and spend money on a tiny apartment, give money to a landlord instead of keeping your room in your grandparents' or your parents' house, living with the multi-generations. That was a big shift that happened, was still happening during my lifetime. And I'm seeing that our children's lifetime is people are having to go back home because of what's been created with our monetary system, and they're ashamed of it. But a multi-generational family is actually key for a great many things. And I will tell you, by Judeo-tradition, we walk with 4 generations behind us and in front of us. It takes 4 generations to unlock from the sins of the father. In the Native American, we walk with 7. 7 generations in front, 7 behind, and 7 beside us. Everything, anything, any act that we do with the awareness of those 7 generations. The ancient traditions of Kemet, of Egypt, you walk with 10. 10 is the turning point. 10 is the change. 9, and it's 9 by 9. And that's actually in the old Nordic. It's actually in the old Celtic also, with that turning point piece. So as we move through these pieces, we are definitely walking with ancestral pieces. And going home isn't a bad thing, unless home is a bad place. And if home is a bad place, that's where we start. Self and home. And don't try and bring your vibration up above it. It's not going to work. Not for long. Vibratory. Well, there's a few physicists out there that could probably talk to you about it, and maybe some more musicians, but this vibratory piece doesn't get you out into superstring. It doesn't fold sacred geometry. It doesn't create a gateway, and it never works alone. I'm going to be launching the Samatawi real shortly. This does work for a resonance. It does point us into clarity by working from what we want to create and what the loops are that are happening. Everything's stored in the subconscious, and you can really never know it. It's stored in pheromones. It's stored in scent. It's stored in cloudy vision. It's stored in a mind that didn't understand vocabulary at all. It's stored in our genetics. Yes, it's stored in our DNA. Bringing the DNA into resonance, working those codons, bringing in those 64 lines and bringing them into resonance. Beautiful. Maybe I'm using some big words for some of you people. Different words anyway, a different vocabulary. If I use the Egyptian vocabulary, you won't understand it. Either. It's not meant to be understood through the words. You don't need to know the words. And I'll be talking about cognitive dissonance one of these days here shortly too, because I've run into some people that think that just means that you're not going to agree. And they're right and you're wrong. But that's not cognitive dissonance. And if I had their home address, maybe I'd send them a real dictionary. Maybe a medical dictionary to you. But it's simple. It is simple. The path is in our pain and our joy. The clarity, the discernment, as I said, has got to be dug up. It has to be freed. Most people don't have discernment. They have voices from where they came from and from what they were taught and from what they've already experienced, because you're pattern matching. Discernment doesn't come from that place. Discernment is a piece that connects in order to actually create free will. Discernment is connected to wisdom, and you can walk it. You can open it up. And you don't have to be at a high vibration. Getting to too high of a vibration can really burn people out. And a lot of people that are working towards high vibration are actually feeding energy to vampiric structures or vampiric people. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. I just felt compelled from within to share this information. And I have been doing this. I've been being taught since I was 4. I had some years in between without a teacher, but I've had many of them. And I've done a lot of courses. I've invested my entire life to this. This is it. This is the focus. And I was born very gifted. Someday I'll tell you what a horrendous walk it is to be gifted. And to be laughed at and lied to and know it. And to know what's coming next and try and stop people. I bet a lot of you know that too. Seeing dead people around, people, and dead people that other people may think are alive still. It's not fun. It's not an easy walk. And it wasn't just this lifetime. And I believe this is not the first lifetime that you've been awake either. Or in the process of awakening. The photon field is bringing in the twin energy. A lot of people are calling it twin flame and don't understand the photonic stellar pieces in this. It's way bigger than a singular relationship with a person. You can develop that. You can bring it in. I'm not saying you can't. And you should focus on what resonates with you. Are you here to do that? Because if you are, that is what you need to be doing. Absolutely. Absolutely. And hi, you guys. I'm not used to this tablet yet. Christine, Dominic, Carol. I love you guys. As soon as I can figure out how I can get you to be able to ask me questions again, that'll be coming up really soon. Carol, Sematawi grad, please connect with me either on AP or in the Sematawi group, or you can PM me. I want to get some information over to you. And I love you all very much. Why I'm here doing this at this point. Blessings. Neferka. Hi, Christine. You can contact me too, girl. Thanks, Carol. And Dominique, I haven't even hardly talked to you at all. Love you all. Connect up. And remember to be emailing me topics or questions. I forgot.